It's Lenny Solomon Live, show number 293. Now, today's a talking show. You know, change. I took the wrong hat. This doesn't match with the jersey, but what can you do? It does match with the ticker. Um, Hope you guys are doing well. So we have a special show for you today. It's 30 minutes of talking. Are you going to say, 30 minutes? Well, it is, but it's fine. We will talk for 30 minutes, and either tomorrow's Tuesday night. We will either do a music show tomorrow night or Wednesday. We'll have to see. One of those nights we will play. So I want to just tell you a couple of things tonight. Why am I talking tonight? And the reason is because tonight is my Hebrew birthday. That's right. Everybody's got an English birthday and they've got a Hebrew birthday, right? You were born on whenever you're born. And then there's a corresponding Hebrew date to that. Most people don't know what their Hebrew birthday is, but it is a special day. And tonight is the 21st of Tevet. Yes, the 21st of Tevet, which is my Hebrew birthday. Thank you, Susan from Silver Spring, and Uri Butler from Pittsburgh, PA, from Squirrel Hill. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing good. So today we're going to be talking for the whole show. We'll schmooze with you. I want you to write to me and tell me what is your favorite Shlock Rock song. Tonight is a favorite night because we are going to talk a little bit about that. JP, it's Yom Huledet. Yes, indeed. It's my Yom Huledet. JP from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Today we have the NHL jersey. Today I didn't pick a team today. We picked all the teams. NHL All-Star jersey. So, yes, Hayom Yom Huledet. So the thing is, we want to know from you guys, what is your favorite Shlock Rock or Lenny Solomon song? That means parody, original, whatever it is. I want to hear from you what it is. We've already heard from LinkedIn, from Facebook, and from YouTube. Excellent. Really excellent. The only thing we haven't heard from is X. I'm sure we will get an X person. All right. Now, so the story is like this. What happens on your Hebrew birthday? Your Hebrew birthday is a special day because you have the power of the blessing. That's what it says in the Gemara. Don't ask me where, but I believe so. That there's a specialness to the Hebrew birthday because you can give a blessing to people. So I give everybody blessing that you guys have a great year filled with happiness, health, and wealth. Anything you want, God should give you good things, all good things, and that's what it is. So we are now on January 1st in the English calendar. So Susan writes Old Time Torah Scroll. So Old Time Torah Scroll is her favorite Shlock Rock song. I want you guys to write me, what is your favorite Shlock Rock song? We believe. Amy writes, we believe. Amy from Montreal. Not sure if the new one or the old one. I like the new version better, but the old one was great, but I like the new version better because I redid it, obviously. So I felt that it encompassed it got closer to the original, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get closer to the original version, the original Pat Benatar version. So for me, we believe, which will be coming out on Shlock Rock 41 sometime, I think August 2024, depending on how quickly we get our sponsorships. So now, if you'll notice, our ticker tape says, welcome to day 12 of the Four Corners Project Fundraiser. Today is the first day of the year to get your 2024 tax deduction because it's the first year of 2024. But only those that want to give, okay? JP writes, my new favorite is Rifa'enu. Now, Rifa'enu is track 8 on the Nisim B'Nisan album. Yes, the Nisim B'Nisan album. And JP wrote that song. So JP, I'm sorry to let the can out of the bag, but of course it's your favorite. You wrote it. What's your next favorite song, JP? I want you to give me your next favorite song after Rifa'enu. What's your next favorite song? Judy, our associate producer, Judy Hertzfeld, joining us from either Clifton, New Jersey, or Morristown, or Passaic, or wherever she is. What is your favorite Shlock Rock song? Which one? What is your favorite song? That's the question that we are asking you. All right, so we'll have to see. Now, what I was going to tell you is that I was at a wedding tonight, and at a wedding, it wasn't just it was a great wedding, but at the wedding, people kept coming up to me and saying how much they loved Shlock Rock. And one person gave me a lecture and said that I have to talk to Hashem. I have to talk to God and tell him to let us win this war quickly and nobody getting hurt and all that stuff. Unfortunately, we lost another soldier today. It's very painful, but unfortunately, these things happen. Devora from Kosher Cakery writes, Ani Yehudi and keep on giving. Ani Yehudi and keep on giving. So keep on giving is from the Manual for the Moral Minded album, track number 6, I believe. And Ani Yehudi is off the Tnulanu Siman album, came out in 2004, and then we remade it with a music video in 2010. So those are good guesses. I mean, good choices. Good choices, Devora from Kosher Cakery. So we have to talk to God. It's not easy to do. So when you say, what about during praying? You can talk to God during praying. I sit right down, say Kriyat Shema, then I get up and do the Amidah, like that. Well, yes, but that not only during praying, you have to talk to him when you're not praying too. You have to talk to him. You have to tell him, God, we need your help. We need your help. We need it quick. We need miracles. We definitely need miracles. So JP writes, to unite all Jews, and we've got a strong desire. Very good choices. To unite all Jews, fabulous. Both videos are excellent. There's big videos on YouTube for To Unite All Jews, and we've got a strong desire. Excellent choices. Okay, you guys are coming in. Your favorite songs are coming in. What's my favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song. I always like the latest stuff. I always like the latest stuff, because that means if you like the latest stuff that you're doing, it means that you're getting better and better and better at your craft. I mean, that's the goal. That's what you want to do. You want to keep going. So JP writes he likes all Kesher stuff, old school. Rabbi Joey singing Matala. So that's off of Kesher 2, track number 3. That's one heavy song about the Holocaust. It's a great song. Great song. So, this. So tonight I was at this wedding, and somebody came up to me and gave me a lecture that I have to talk to God, and because of all the work that I've done over the last 40 years, God will listen to me. And I said I would try. So we have to talk to God and say, take care of our soldiers, the women soldiers, the male soldiers, all the soldiers. Take care of the Israeli soldiers. Take care of the Jewish people. Protect the Jewish people. That's what we got to do. It's we got to do that. It's not much else to say, because, and then of course we've got to win the war. We got to win the war. It's already been going on for 86, 87 days. So many days. Oh my God. Since October 7th. Now today is January 1st. Now I'm going into America on January 24th. I'm just letting you all know. If you want a show during the 3 weeks between January 24th and February 13th, I go back on February 13th. So January 24th, which is really the 23rd at night, I will leave for JFK, landing JFK the 24th in the morning. First Shabbat, I'm in Kew Gardens with my mother, but open Saturday night, open Sunday. If you want a show in the New York area, just let me know. Now, what about the next weekend? I think the next weekend I'll be in Rockville, Maryland. That's right. I got to talk to Rabbi Yaakov. Susan, I got to talk to Rabbi Yaakov, and hopefully we will be at J-Rock, Jewish Rockville Outreach Center, for that Shabbat. JP continues, we are the Jews, USA for Africa, Quincy Jones. We are the Jews. We are the chosen. We are the ones who'll make a brighter day for Torah living, written by Chaim Katz. Never recorded, though. We never recorded it. The reason we never recorded it was because the song was for charity, and I just didn't feel that we could do a charity song and do our own version of it. I felt that it needed to be left alone. And USA for Africa, they needed to make all their money and send it off to Africa, which is what they did. Punxsutawney Phyllis says, can't pick a favorite, but Yo-Yo Yamaka has been playing in my head a lot lately. I hear that. Sometimes you get these songs and they just get into your head and you just can't get them out. It's true. It's true. So, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Well, Yo-Yo Yamaka, the interesting story behind Yo-Yo Yamaka was I had put out Bless Honor Boogie in the Shul and Wash This Way. Then we had Rappin' Jewish in 87. But Yo-Yo Yamaka was my first entree into writing my own rap. And I wrote Yo-Yo Yamaka because I said, it's just rhyming. We could do it. And we did. And it was a big hit. It was a humongous hit. And the video that came out was fabulous. Everything really just, it was great. And in the video, Susan Levenger, who grew up in Queens, no, Sippy Levenger, sorry. Sippy Levenger. She made this big yarmulke that's in the video. And it was thanks to JJ Greenberg, Oliver Shalom. So she got into the video. But the video was so good. We filmed that video from midnight to 6 a.m. in my apartment in Kew Gardens with JJ Greenberg, David Winter, myself, and Ian Brew, the Big E. He was called the Big E, even though he spelled his name I-A-N, Ian. He was the Big E. Like, we're 613 and I'm the Big E and we're the greatest Jewish rappers in history. Oh, right? That's how that started. The Kosher Police comes in as a favorite. Yes, the Kosher Police, fighting for truth, justice, and the kosher way. Now, JP is a mashgiach at a college. What's a mashgiach? A mashgiach is somebody that makes sure that everything is done properly, that the oven is turned on right, or maybe the mashgiach turns on the oven. And the mashgiach also makes sure all the ingredients used are kosher. Everything is kosher. It's got to be kosher, right? So the mashgiach's job is to make sure that the people in the kitchen are doing their job. Kosher Police, fighting for truth, justice, and the kosher way. Yes. So, we're getting lots of favorites coming in here. Now, the question is like this. The question is like this. Today is birthday number 63. 6 plus 3 is 9. So I'm really 9 years old. Or we could just say 63 is the new 33 and drop 30 years. Should we do that? 63 is the new 33. So we're really only 33 years old. So we have a lot more to go, right? Judy Hertzfeld writes in, our associate producer, so many over the years. Bavel, Supplying Charity. That's from the Broadway album. As a matter of fact, Bavel is from Almost on Broadway. Supplying Charity, which is from Wicked, Defying Gravity, that's from the Still Not Quite on Broadway album. Then there's Hashem is One from Sergeant Schlockers, S.I.N.A. from Muna, Streets of Jerusalem from Stories from the Holy Land, All Night Long from the album Two Night Old Jews, and more. All right, Judy, that's a lot of favorites. That's like 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 favorites, plus and more. So the thing is, it's a very nice feeling when you walk around this wedding and people coming up to you. This one person was from upstate New York, and the bride was from Savannah, Georgia. Originally, the bride's mother was from Savannah, Georgia, who I know for a long time. And she was from Silver Spring. Great wedding. It was a really nice wedding. And then I sang Under the Chuppah for them. And then I hit the road because my ride was leaving. That was fun. So, you know, you really it felt good. And it felt good especially because it's the 21st of Tevet. And the 21st of Tevet is my birthday, my Hebrew birthday. English birthday, January 9. That's when we're going to have another party. We'll have another show on January 9th for sure because we got to celebrate the English birthday. But right now, we're celebrating the Hebrew. So we have a celebration, January 1st to January 9th. It's a 9-day celebration, I always call it. You remember how they always do the celebration stuff where they say it's a celebration and they have a sale? What sale should we have? I'll tell you what sale we should have. Everybody out there, say a prayer to God. That's our celebration. Say a prayer to God. Ask God, say, God, we would like this and this and this. Protect our soldiers. Let's get this war over with. That would be a good thing. That's our celebration. We're not selling anything. We're selling prayer. Today we're selling prayer for free. It's free. We're giving prayer away. You got to pray. Somebody else told me today how important it is to pray. Well, a lot of the message is pray. It's the only thing we have. It's the only thing we have. We're already over halfway through the show. And I just keep talking and talking and talking. But I will tell you that one of my prayers this year is that Daniel in Babylon gets launched. And it's going to happen. It will happen, I promise you. It's going to happen. So Daniel in Babylon, for me, is the project. That's the project. It's so good. It is so good that Hashem has to move it forward because that's why, because it's so good. Hashem has to move it forward. So hopefully we will get our investors, and sometime during 2024, end of 2024, we will release this musical, and it will become, Bezrat Hashem, B'li Ayin Hara, with the help of God, big. And that will be the next step of Lenny Solomon and Shlock Rock and all my work, the 42 albums. I've written 3 musicals, Let me tell you about them. In 1983, I was finishing college, and I met my 2 friends. One is named Mark Troy, and the other one was Gideon Lockspieser. And they were in the Yiddish singing class, and I was the piano player. I was the piano player in the Yiddish singing class. Every semester, I would get an A+, 1 credit of A+, for accompanying the teacher. It was like doing, I don't know, community service. He would sing Romania, 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 Pamir Bistushane. I had a Yiddish songbook, and I would accompany him. And they were in it. And so we started writing this musical together called The Hunch, which was a spoof on The Hunchback of Notre Dame. They wrote the book, I wrote the music. And in 83, it was finished, and I have it here. I have all the songs, and I have the script, but it never saw the light of day because we never even tried. They never even tried. They moved out to L.A., right? Judy Hertzfeld writes, Yo-Ya and lots on the Shabbat in Liverpool album and in the Lion's Den from Daniel. Oh, very good. So anyway, so they move out to L.A., right? And it's 25 years later. It's 83. It's 2007. It's like 25 years later. I call up Mark Troy and I say to Mark, Mark, we got to write a musical together. He had written 40 plays that had gotten produced. So he was kind of in that industry. He also wrote screenplays, movies, and he was a script doctor. That means for like ER, you remember the show ER, and Shark, it was called Shark, and he would be the script doctor, which means they would give him the script on Friday and he had all weekend, and by Monday he had to have it on the desk of the producer, edited for style and content. That means he had to get it ready for television. So and that's how he would make a living, besides teaching and besides writing his own scripts, of which he had 40 plays produced. So Mark Troy says to me, Lenny, okay, I'm in. Let's write a musical together. What are we writing? What's it? What's the topic? I said the topic is Bruigus. He said, "What is Bruigus?" He wasn't a religious Jew, so he didn't know Yiddish. So I said, "Go ask your parents what Bruigus is." So he calls up his parents, and he calls me back, and he says, "I have a million Bruiguses in my family," and he proceeds to rattle off a 75-page Act One and send it to me. And from that Act One, I wrote 15 songs. And he loved those songs. And he took some of the songs and he moved them to Act Two. And he wrote another 55 pages of Act Two, right? And I got the 55 pages. And in 6 days, I wrote 11 songs. It was crazy. It was unbelievable. There's only one other item. There's only one other occurrence in my life creatively, which comes close to two things. One is when I wrote 12 songs in 4 days for No Limits, and the other one was in 6 weeks I wrote the entire Daniel in Babylon musical. But this was 11 songs in 6 days, and he loved it. And now we have a musical called Who Gets the House. So you're going to say, it's a musical about a divorce. No, no, no. It wasn't about a divorce. It was about two elderly parents who lived in Queens that were retiring to Florida, and their two dysfunctional kids, both married, were fighting over who gets the house. That's what the plot was. Bruigus was so funny. And then there was an inner plot with Bruigus with a ring, and it just very funny. So we actually have a reading in North Burbank, California. That means I went to North Burbank, California, and there, Stephanie Zimbalist Jr. Stephanie Zimbalist. I don't think she's junior. No, Stephanie Zimbalist reads the part of the lead woman. She was in Remington Steele. So, like, here I am in California, and they're reading the musical, and it was so good. And they all gave it great reviews, but it never got made. So it's another musical sitting on a shelf. So we've got so far The Hunch, which is a spoof on The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's the same, I guess, similar story, but it's comedy. We have Who Gets the House, a dark comedy about Bruigus, right? And then in 2012, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and I get this. I'm with Rabbi Avichai Pepper, who's the head of Jewish studies in the Phoenix Hebrew Academy, and he says to me, "Lenny, have you ever learned Daniel?" I said, "No," and he shows me the book of Daniel, and I just said, "Wow, this is amazing stuff." And I got this inspiration, and in over a 2-month period, I wrote 26 songs, and I finished on May 31st, 2012, of which I then got 30 friends of mine to come in, 15 couples, and I played 17 of the songs for them. And then I did a Kickstarter campaign, and I raised $37,000 so that I could record a soundtrack, which I did. Came out in 2013. Now, Daniel, we have we make a LLC to produce an off-Broadway play. But again, the same problem. We run into the same problem, which is money, which is why the Who Gets the House never came out. Money. You need money. You need investors. You need angels. They're called angels. So over the years, we've tried and tried and tried, and now we are again at this point where we are ready to go. We have a director and a choreographer. Same one, same person. Her name is Kay Cole. Amazing lady. This is for Daniel in Babylon. And we have a musical director, and we have a theatrical manager. We have everybody ready to go. What's the only thing we're missing, everybody? Yes, you guessed it. The only thing we're missing is an investor, an angel. The legal team is ready. Everything is ready. Just the investor. So hopefully that will happen this year. We're very soon, very soon. Maybe when I go in January, I will meet the right person and they'll be in. It is amazing, and it's must be heard. And I'm not writing another musical until this thing. Well, I don't know. You never know. You never know. I shouldn't say I'm not writing. So Bli Neder. I'm trying. We're focusing now on Daniel and Babylon. We're also, of course, focusing on Shlock Rock 41, Old School. See, JP, it's called Old School because it's 70s and 80s tunes that I missed the first time around. So we're going to do this this new album, Shlock Rock Old School, will be songs from the 70s and 80s, which I love. Songs that I didn't use. If you want to write to me with your ideas, you can, by the way. But this has been a really fun talk. We're 25 minutes in. We've got around 4.5 minutes to go. I just want to say that everybody out there who did not donate in 2023, you should make a donation in 2024. Support it. Support the work of the Four Corners Project, 501c3, to spread Jewish education through music and media. It can't get better than that. People came up to me. Lenny, I learned so much. Lenny, all I did was listen. All I did was listen to your stuff over and over and over again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tonight at this wedding, it's a sign. It's a sign from God. Sometimes you get signs, Sometimes God says, not right now. Simmer down. Sit. Don't push it. But other times he says, it's a go. Well, for Shlock Rock, he said it's a go. Because I did Shlock Rock since 1986. This month we turned 38. Shlock Rock turns 38 years old this end of January. The album was released on January 26th, I believe. On January 26th, 1986, I believe. Yeah, certainly mid to end of January. And then it was very well, it took a while for it to get well received. It took 3 months, but it still was excellent. And it started the career. And we did Jewish Pride, and then we did Purim Torah, second parody album. Then we did Amuna. Then we did To Unite All Jews. Then we did Shirei Boker, which is Songs of the Morning. Then we did Lenny and the Shlockers. Then Sergeant Schlocker's Magical History Tour. That was in August of 91. Then in February of 92, the Kosher Police. Then in August of 92, we're coming back. Then in August of 93, Bring Back That Shabbos Feeling. Then 94, Manual for the Moral-Minded. 95, Woodschlock and Shlock Rock for Kids, Volume 1. It's an amazing thing how I remember all this. Then in 96, what did we do? We didn't do anything. 96. It was 97. We put out three albums. Greatest Hits Volume 1, Stories from the Holy Land, and Mikdash. That was in 97. Then 98, Menschville the Musical, and Shlock Rock for Kids Volume 2, which was called Shlock Rock for Kids Sing Together. Then 99 was Shlock Rock Meets the Prophets. 2000, we took a year off. Now, and then we released, I think we released the video compilation number 3 in 2000. 2001, and also the songbook. In 2001, we did God Sent Us Email. 2002, Rock Mashiach. 2003, Almost on Broadway. 2004, Tnulanu Siman. 2005, J-Rap City. 2006, Rejuvenated. 2007, yeah. Oh, Samantha from Chicago writes Minion Man. See, I'm giving you my whole discography by heart. Isn't that funny? 2007 was GH2, Greatest Hits Volume 2. And then 2008, Osher V'Osher. And then 2009. Did I do anything in 2009? Oh, yeah, 2008 was also, I forgot we were in the Band and Party Time, 2 kids' albums. Yeah, so it's been a lot of stuff. We'll stop there because, we only have 43 seconds. Actually, I could probably finish it. Let me see. 2012, we had 2 albums, Kosher Police and Still Not Quite on Broadway. 2015 was Shlockapella. 2013 was Derech HaOr. Then 2016, 17 was Shira Yetera. 2019 was Simchat Chaim, and then Shira Yetera, followed by New Shul, the 39th album, followed by albums 40, 41, and 42. 40 is the Big 6, 42 Nisim Benisan, and 41, which will be coming out next August. So there we go. 42 albums, and that didn't include Kesher, the first band that I was with that before Shlock Rock, where we did 3 albums. So we've given you the whole rundown, and all of this now is available because of Aton G. Because of Aton G, it's all available on Spotify and YouTube Music and Apple Music and whatever streaming services you listen to. It's there. We're still actually waiting for, let me see, 1, 2. I think we've got 5, 6 albums left to be approved, and then all 42 albums will be there, or 41, or whatever, because the 41st is not written. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's about it for now. I want to wish you guys all a great day, and keep on schlocking. And we will see you. I'm going to say, let's do Wednesday night. Let's take a night off tomorrow night. Let's do Wednesday night for another show number 294, as we get closer and closer to show 300. Keep on schlocking, everybody. Lenny Solomon Live. Remember, pray to God. It's our only weapon. It's our only tool. Talk to God. Talk to him all the time. That's the message. That's my birthday message for the day. Talk to God. All right. And we will speak to you soon and see you on Wednesday night with the next musical show, Lenny Solomon Live, show number 294. All right.